Sorry if you don't like the new audio, I didn't like it when it was muffled, so yeah, I prefer it now, so... You could get a microphone, you know. I had one, but it broke, and I'm broke, so... Support me on Fiverr if you want me to get a microphone. I'm joking, I don't have a Fiverr.
Warning, this video has no intention of being rude, racist, or inflicting any other kind of scrutiny to the physical status of the character behind the video. These critiques are based on the persona this online figure portrays.
Jojo Siwa, or Jojo Siwa, or Jojo Siwa. What? I will be referring to this person as Jojo Siwa because that's how I presume it's pronounced. But pronounce it how you like, isn't her real name, so... Anyway, welcome to my video critiquing and reviewing Jojo Siwa. Siwa. According to the genius website known as Wikipedia, responsible for stating that Bob the Builder is not the best television program, which it is by the way, Wikipedia had this to say about Jojo. Joelle Joni Siwa was born May the 19th, 2003. Known professionally as Jojo Siwa, is an American dancer, singer, actress, and YouTube personality. Cutting off Wikipedia right there, I know that Wikipedia does refer to Logan Paul as a boxer, but he actually has done boxing professionally. Jojo has never done dancing professionally. I mean, I could be wrong, but it doesn't matter. Essentially, Wikipedia should not refer to Jojo as something she's not. She is known for appearing for 2 seasons of Dance Moms along with her mother, Jessalyn Siwa. No, she isn't known for that. She's known for Musically and her music videos, plus her clickbait. She's also known for her singles Boomerang and Kid in the Candy Store. There we go, that's better. Siwa posts daily videos on her day-to-day life on her YouTube channel, Jojo Siwa Vlogs. It's actually called It's Jojo Siwa, which is spelt wrong. By the way, it's spelt wrong. Wikipedia also states that she lives in Los Angeles in California, in the US. I know this is petty, but I would not recommend completely giving away her location. I know it's only her city, but it's not the greatest idea. Also, again, it states that her occupation is a dancer and singer and actress and YouTuber. Wikipedia. You missed out the Musically refugee. I do get that they refer to her as an actress because she has been in a few shows, so I'll let that slide. She was in the show that Jake Paul was fired from. For comedic effect, I'm going to take the mick out of her parents too. Tom Siwa? More like Jojo's irrelevant dad, am I right? Sorry, I was thinking of making a pun, but I couldn't come up with anything, so... Jojo apparently has a brother too, but it literally says nothing about him. Therefore, Jojo's Wikipedia page gets a 5 out of 10. Not a great start. Just like every single YouTuber ever, Jojo has a website. Oh yeah, she also has a newsletter. It's jojosiwa.com. When casually scrolling through the website, I realized that there was a lot of pink. It is not to my taste, but since I'm critiquing this, I won't be biased. So, it does look good, if I were a 10-year-old, of course, and possibly a girl. I mean, stereotypes are dumb, shut up. Interestingly, there was a massive pop-up immediately when entering the website. I do not disagree with this idea because you can sign up to a newsletter, which I signed up for to use in this video, but I haven't received any newsletter at this point. Though it was a very simple and unique process of getting people to agree to signing up to the newsletter. So good for her, or whoever created that. I don't think it was MailChimp themselves, though, so... The issue with this pop-up, though, is that immediately after closing it, it appeared again, and that is not a good sign. I would recommend fixing that, just a little bit of tweaking so it doesn't look like a spam website. When signing up, it asks for your parents' email, but if a child has a YouTube account of their own, then they would have their own email address, wouldn't they? Am I right? Other than that, I was greeted by a giant photo of Jojo. But this is an internet celebrity that we're talking about, so they all have massive egos, so I'll let it slide. She then welcomed everyone, which is nice, and it ends with a hashtag peace out haters. I will hopefully forgive her for this, as long as the rest of the website's good. Which I gotta say, it kind of is. Her books and music videos are nice little compartments. I'm not yet stating whether those are any good, but, you know... You understand where I'm coming from. As for stability of the website, it works best on a computer. In fact, it hardly works on low-end devices at all, such as my Kindle Fire HD5. It then goes down to About Jojo, and then videos and things. I like the order, it is helpful to get to the point straight away. Therefore, from all of these factors, the website gets a score of 6 out of 10, due to the lack of stabilization of the website and the issue with the newsletter pop-up. But the large score comes from the website's decency comparing it to many other influencers' websites. Starting by speaking about Apple Music, I personally think that it's great to see that her music, no matter how awful it may be, is within easy access. Now into her Twitter. Her pinned tweet is hilarious, but her bio is filled with emojis. Yeah. How about Instagram? Passably eminent, shockingly. I'm not going to mention her physical appearance or anything because that's just bullying, although in saying that I'm in no way secretly making presumptions of Jojo being ugly or anything in that category. I understand that the bulk of her audience are young girls around the age of 8 to 13, at a stretch. Therefore, stereotypically, I will forgive her for the immense amount of pink. Despite all of this positivity, though, I believe that she is almost excluding boys that enjoy her content. For some reason, I have no idea why. Jojo is assuming that only young girls watch her videos. Therefore, her social medias are not too great. I do conclude that her social medias are looking rather genuine. Therefore, I give Jojo's social medias a 7 out of 10, due to the obvious attempt at being cool amongst children. Before I begin with this, fix your name, Jojo! It is spelt incorrectly. It is it''s. Simple! Briefly looking at Jojo's videos, they are not necessarily looking awful, but rather child-friendly. Looking at her titles and thumbnails, I acknowledge the large amount of clickbait and once again, ego. Her face is in almost every thumbnail. This may sound strange, but this is probably what helps her gain views. Also, she is producing a lot of trend-directed videos. For example, the video Instagram Controls My ASMR, she is latching onto a video idea that recently became popular. Or at least, I think it did. I have no idea. I do appreciate the fact, though, that not all her videos are 10 minutes long. Good job, you are not such a bad YouTuber. The banner doesn't work on mobile phones. Just pointing that out. Looking at her channel description, it is a slight mess. Unfortunately, her bio is not very descriptive or welcoming, and you could literally just copy and paste the description from your website to improve it. Also, there are some grammatical errors, like how there is no spacing here, and there is also a comma before and. Since you're 15 years old, I will not let this slide. Other than this, the order of her links is rubbish. Place the most frequently used links at the top. And don't even mention Google+. Overall, without watching the videos, her channel gets a 5 out of 10 due to the awful channel description and other errors, but they're an easy fix, so it's not too bad. Her music videos are not my style. They are more like the Disney Channel idea. Coincidentally, she has made a song for Nickelodeon. But analysing her current most recent song, d.r.e.a.m, or d.r.e.a.m, it has 2 million views, and considering her subscriber count, I have no idea whether this is very successful or not for her. Looking into the video itself, here are my thoughts. A little bit of a sudden cut, but I'm just nitpicking here.
Here we go! Every day is different, but my dream is still the same.
Unfortunately, there is an immense amount of auto-tune, and I can definitely tell that.
Every day I wake up saying, let's go win the game.
The lyrics are not great, but to be honest, in addition to that, I think the use of woohoo wasn't great either.
Something's gonna happen here, but I don't know what it is. Something's gonna happen, and I think it's really big.
Looking through the comments, nobody has pointed this out, but the lip syncing is awful. I'm sorry, but no.
Stars that I would always see on TV.
Okay, now this is a cringe fest. She's trying to be smirky, but it's not working.
See my face on the screen, see my name in the lights. Gotta focus on your passion.
Nope. I'm sorry, but what was that? 8 million subscribers and you can't even get someone to realistically edit you flying into a cinema screen. I'm sorry, but I'm offended that this has made it into the final cut. My grandfather could potentially edit better than this.
Gotta work real hard to have the life. Ever since I was real little, I was d.r.e.a.m.
In my opinion, the use of d.r.e.a.m does not work in this context. It does not fit the beat and generally does not make any grammatical sense in the context of which she used the phrase. In case you missed it, she stated, "Ever since I was d.r.e.a.m, and you can't be dream unless it stands for something, but you haven't established that yet.
You can do it if you see it, if you see it, you can be it, you believe it, you achieve it, you just d.r.e.a.m.
Here we go, the real use of the word d.r.e.a.m or dream, therefore proving that I was correct in what I stated. Overall thoughts, the outfit does not suit her and the dancing is awful. I mean, you all dance well, but the choreography is not excellent in a choice of Fortnite dances. In conclusion, her music videos, or d.r.e.a.m in particular, gets a score of 4 out of 10. begin this topic, I believe that her books are slightly too expensive. I do not really mind, but I got a full Minecraft Bible cheaper than these books. Because I do not have any money, or I don't care, I decided not to buy one of her books. Instead, I decided to find the most descriptive review I could find. Unfortunately, Amazon was extremely biased, with 25% 1 stars and the rest were 5 stars. I looked at another one of her books, and the average review was 3.4 stars. This may be a biased result, but I will count it as 1 as it seems to be the most legitimate out of all of them. Therefore, JoJo's books receive a 6.8 out of 10 for the audience, and a 6 out of 10 from me judging by the covers alone and the descriptions, therefore giving her an average on the books of 6.4 out of 10. Jojo Siwa certainly has an odd personality. Her persona is crazy and wild, meanwhile strangely we do not know much about her in real life. Unfortunately, due to Jojo being a Disney star kind of person, I do not personally enjoy her personality. She is also very outgoing and humorous, which are positives about her, I gotta be honest. Jojo is also agitating as she attempts to keep up with the latest trends and phrases and whatever, making her extremely cringy to watch. Unfortunately, as well, she is rather bratty, if you understand what I'm saying. She simply doesn't care too much when she receives gifts, etc., and clearly loves to be the center of attention. She is extremely undescriptive when she speaks about serious matters, unfortunately, which leads to a downfall, although her positive attitude brings her up, receiving a final personality score of 5.5 out of 10. So essentially, I've taken all of the scores out of 10 and I have worked out the final score. The full final score is based on this pie chart here. The general personality counting for 30% of the final score, the channel itself counts for 20%, the songs and music videos produced by the creator are worth 15%, social medias make up another 15%, the creator's websites count for 10%, and the Wikipedia page and the merchandise count for 5% each. This gives Jojo Siwa a score of 54.7% in total, or 5.47 out of 10. She is a YouTuber on a surprisingly bad but average level. Well, when writing out the original scores, I was concerned that Jojo Siwa would end up getting in the 3 out of 10 kind of area. So congratulations for not being as bad as I thought. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, I am free to your opinions in the comment section. Also, I want to thank you all for the recent support on the channel. I know it's not completely blown up or anything like that, but I know there are many consistent viewers on my channel, and I thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Also, I'm sorry, Jojo Siwa, if you're watching this and you're offended.